I think you've got to defend well at these places. You've got to defend well in the Premier League, but you've got to defend well at these places. I can assure you our game plan today wasn't to come here and think we're going to keep the ball all night, all afternoon rather. Ain't going to happen here. So you know that they're going to have lots of the ball. And you probably know that they're going to have some efforts. But if you keep them as far out as we kept them today, as in distance from the goal, you know the stats. It's much harder to score from 30 yards than it is to score from 6. So I thought we'd done that well today. You know, our shape was good. Our defensive unit was excellent. Other than their goal, we got caught very square on a long ball, The irony of that. And you know, got caught a little bit on that. But that was it for my defensive unit. I thought they were absolutely excellent all afternoon. You've got to remember, whatever opinions about games are, they made 7 changes today for players who've been brought here for absolute fortunes. They're bringing players off the bench at 30 million a time. So our job is to find a way of getting a point, getting a win even. That's my job as manager. And I think we've done that very, very well today, because that's my actual job and that's the team's job.
Sean, your away form this season is a bit of a contrast to last season. Just another great result, but really tough games. You haven't lost away from home so far this season. What have you done to change that from last season?
Well, I think it's what the players have done, not just me. You know, I have to guide them. My coaches have to work with them as well as myself. But the players, you know, they're learning about the Premier League. Some obviously we've brought in, I think have done great for us so far. And some of them have got a deeper understanding. But the players we've had who are developing with the club, you know, every year that you can stay in the Premier League is another year that it's almost subliminal at times. You just feel slightly more at ease. You feel like slightly more believing in yourself and what you do and what the team does. And you know, the team can keep moving forward. Now, there's challenges along the way. We're not naive here. We've had a really healthy start. We know there's a lot of work to be done. But there has been some adjustments made. Now, to my side of it, there's some tactical bits and bobs where we've changed. We've dropped one into midfield and had the sort of 3 in midfield rather than 4-4-2. But that does come down to players we've signed as well. You know, I've got to look at the group and think what suits them. Then you add that into a game plan. Today, I'm really pleased with the game plan. Because it's difficult to come here, like I said. So, therefore, we thought, right, OK, we're going to have to be resolute from our shape. We're going to have to cover a lot of ground. And we're going to have to make it uncomfortable for them. And the best way in these parts, everyone tells you, by the way, is they're having a tough time with set pieces. Everyone here would say that. As regards fans and the like. We felt that would be important. Now, as it happens, we had 2 cleared off the line from set pieces, so therefore our game planning was right to take that seriously and to make it uncomfortable for them. Because, like I say, you're not going to out-football them, so you have to make it uncomfortable. And that's what I was alluding to. That's my job as manager, and my team's job is to get points and wins. People can decide about brands and long balls and short balls all they want, but my actual job is to allow this team the best opportunity to go and be successful, and that's exactly what I do.
Sean, can you just talk about your goalkeeper, because obviously he was on
I
the
can.
spotlight with what happened with Tom, and he came through a pretty tough test fairly well, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, I must say, I think, because I haven't seen it back, obviously, but my immediate recollection, I thought a lot of the stuff was just good basics, because I thought our defensive unit in front of him was excellent. But then, when the moment of truth came, he delivered 2 fantastic saves. 2 deflections along the way, one, if I recollect, a hand above his head when he's diving to get one that nicked off someone on the way, and then the other one to get it onto the bar from very short distance. And, you know, we believe in the players we work with, and he's another one of that. You know, a lot was made of losing Keno, for example. I believe that Tarky, I believe in Kevin Long, I believe in Ben Mee. You know, I believe in all the players we work with. And I think their adjustment to what's expected. And now Popey's very young in the game, not in years, you understand, but he's about 100 or so games in at many different levels. This is a big task for him, but I thought he handled it very, very well today. Yeah, it was actually, yeah. I mean, as I said, we felt we could affect their back four by making it awkward for them, and it's a great long pass, by the way, from Tarky, because we are allowed to pass it. Long pass from Tarky. Robbie's done fantastic. We thought that might be a weak link aerially on the right back. He's done great to win the header. Woody does his job just to do enough, and then Scott is on the moment, and what a great finish. You know, goals are to be enjoyed in whatever way they come round, and we certainly enjoyed that one.
So, you just mentioned there that you believe in the players, but clearly they believe in themselves as well. not been beaten and picked up 5 points.
Yeah, well, as I said, I think that myself as well, by the way, I'm still developing. I don't think I've got every answer, but I've got to find the answer. I help my team find the answers. And I think they are. I think they're getting it a bit more. They're a little bit more assured. They're a little bit a bit more understanding of what it is. And even against these sort of superpower clubs, I think they're like, okay, right, we get it. Well, let's go and take it on. And that, the tiny shift in sport is the belief that comes from going through the fire. We've had a few knocks. We were relegated 3 years ago, you know, and that knocked us. But everyone, as long as it doesn't break you, you're okay. And players come through and they learn and they develop and they improve. Michael Keane was a brilliant example of that. And there's others doing it now. Tarky's doing it. Ben Mee continues to improve, in my opinion. You know, they're just two examples. Popey now got a chance to do it. It's a magic part of my job. It's not just about, of course, you only, you know, whatever you look at it, we're only decided on our futures on winning or losing. But the great side of my job, I go home and sleep easy when I'm seeing players improve right in front of my eyes. That's a fantastic part of my job, I think. And my coaches, by the way.
That's what I would have thought when you compare your resources with Liverpool.
Well, I mean, the challenge that we have as managers, you don't want to harp on about it, but you are judged exactly the same. And yet the playing field is completely not level. So that's the madness of it. But then you don't want to make too big a deal out of it, because you know why? I actually believe in my players, no matter how much they cost. I actually believe in every one of them. So it's a price tag. And I must say, it's harder for everyone now because the price tags are irrelevant. It's just whether you want to pay it or not.
Jeff not quite right?
He was. I made a decision deliberately to not put him in. The reason is that this is a really tough game, physically tough game, and he's just had 3 weeks out with a thigh strain. He was definitely ready to play, and he wanted to play, and I made a decision on it because I think he could do with a few extra days. So he allowed him good work on Friday, good work on Saturday, and then the chance, of course, of providing everything goes well, figuring Tuesday, that extra 4 days, 5 days. I just felt on this occasion it was important because you're likely to be at stretch here because of the way they play. And I thought that was on show, and I'm very pleased with my decision, actually, because I thought Scotty did a great job in there.
Talk about resources, but when you can bring on the votes, is almost third in line to come on today up front, people like Westwood, Charlie Taylor,
I know, who'd have thought it, eh? 350 grand, 450 for Barnsley, King's ransom playing in the Premier League. No, you marvel at it. I do. I marvel at it. Fantastic for them. Fantastic professionals, going about the business in the right manner, open-minded to continue working hard to get everything they can. I absolutely love that side of what I do, and I love watching them go and do it.
Okay, folks.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Yeah, okay.